Sweeping changes are being proposed to the Anti-Terrorism Act to include suspected individuals who make threats, travel to certain locations, or receive training abroad or commit acts outside of Trinidad. The Attorney General will bring the package of legislation to the Parliament on Friday. At today's post-cabinet media briefing, he outlined the wider definitions and means of prosecution persons deemed foreign terrorist fighters. Melissa Dasrath has more.
Amendments to the Anti-Terrorism Bill. The definition of terrorist will be broadened to include individuals as well as organizations, will include threats or preparatory actions, and terrorist acts committed in other jurisdictions. And the definition of the property or funds of terrorism will also be expanded.
We're expanding the definition of property of funds for terrorism, and we're specifically going to include oil and other natural resources. You see, what happens is the terrorism financing is often perceived to be just in cash. In reality, there's a lot of in-kind, and other resources can be used to fund terrorist organizations.
Traveling to or remaining in certain locations would also constitute a presumption that the travel was for a terrorist act.
The Minister of National Security, by way of this proposal, will have the authority to deem a part of a country, never a whole country, a part of a country, as a declared geographical region. For instance, Raqqa in Syria, where we hear that people go for certain terrorist indoctrination or activity. That can be declared as a geographical area, and if you travel to that area, you are going to have a presumption put upon you in law that you have gone there for a terrorist purpose.
Documents, computers, and other electronic devices and circumstantial evidence such as video footage will be permissible as evidence, and the Financial Intelligence Unit will have more powers.
Someone goes to their bank, borrows a loan, and the loan is for travel to a foreign jurisdiction where you suspect that there may be untoward activity. You may or may not notice that the travel information shows to what appears to be a permanent move or a move for an extended period for instance, family members. As you've heard allegations around the world that people travel with women and their children, etc. Well, this allows the FIU the ability to broaden powers of investigation.
The anti-terrorism desk at the AG's office has blacklisted 333 terrorist organizations, and the government intends to intensify tracking and surveillance of suspected foreign terrorist fighters. Melissa Dasrath, C News.